Hey, good morning. Successful indie author. Let me shut this off. 5-minute focus, episode 23, responding to fans. I give out my email, so I encourage my fans to contact me. But the way I respond depends on what they say. If it's usually something like, "Hey, I love this character. I love this book. Hey, I really appreciate you reading the book. Thank you." And sometimes they want to give me plot ideas. This character isn't quite working for me. How about if you do this with this character? Those simply, thanks for reading my books. I really appreciate it. Love, Craig. Keep those simple. And so I respond, unless they're really overbearing, like, "Oh, I can't believe you did this with this character," to come after me. Fine. We just put that in the fans email folder and then don't do anything with it after that. Just let it go. You aren't their friend. This is a hard one because sometimes they do become friends. I have a number of fans who have become friends over time, and they've also become my beta readers, some super fans. They aren't your friends, but they are paying your wages. Now, those who do become friends or become insiders, that's a different story. They've worked their way in, but don't let whoa, hey, it's falling over. uh, don't be too hasty with that either. It took me a year before we let people inside the door, as it may be. What you want to do is you want to treat them. You're running a business. And yes, you love your customers. Your customers come into the store every day. They take a look, they walk around, they say hi, you have a good conversation, and then you move on. But they're still customers until such time as they move behind the counter with you and then help you with the other customers. And these are your best fans, the ones who want you to do better, and they're honest about it without trying to take credit for themselves. This is a hard thing because you'll have some people say, "Hey, that was my idea," and it's like, "Whoa, hey, hang on there. I gave you a shout out in the author notes. Yes, it's your idea, but we don't need to be all screaming that." And this is why I say use an open forum to gather ideas and keep them engaged. And I use this. I encourage all of them to, hey, join my fan page on Facebook, and this is where I'll float ideas. Hey, give me a name for a short blue alien. Give me a name for a tall, thin character, a guy. Give me a female name. And that helps. It helps keep them engaged. It helps them be part of the story. And then I always give them credit in the back of the book if I've used any of their names or ideas. And sometimes I just give them a shout out anyway. Hey, thanks for being on board for all these years and reading my books. I appreciate it. It's a balancing act. This is the big thing. Don't succumb. And now you can see after you've published for a while and you have some fans, now you can see how politicians might get contorted and go over to the dark side. It's like, what's he thinking? Well, it depends on which fans have gained his ear. And this is so don't succumb to those fans who are trying to, who may come across like they're trying to manipulate you. Don't do that. Let them keep your balancing act, maintain your focus on what you as an author are trying to accomplish and the stories that you're trying to write. Don't be manipulated. I succumbed once. I got a 1-star review from a beta reader who then took it upon himself to leave a review and blasted me. And I'm like, oh, you know what? He's right on that. And I changed the next story, and it was crap. To satisfy this one guy, he gave me a 5-star review on that story, but a lot of people didn't review it. It's my worst reviewed book in that whole series because I succumbed. I tried to satisfy one person, and it failed miserably. It's a good book, mind you, but it was different. And then after that, I just ignored him. And guess what? The next book, he 1-starred me again and then left the beta team. So a good catalyst, a good learning point. Don't succumb. Stay the course. Now, listen to your fans too, because some of them might say, "Hey, it's kind of veering off track here, or it's doing this." And if you hear that more than once, take an honest look at yourself. Put on your business hat and say, "What's it take to sell the most books I can sell? Is this what I need to do?" And if it's at odds with who you are, well, then maybe you need to write something different. But if it is, I love telling the story, so it's okay. I can twist one way or another. It's fine. It's not making it work for me. It's just a different way to tell a story or a different subplot within the story. Oh, hey, I need to do more with that character. That's fine. I can do that stuff. So balance it without succumbing to the wiles of a minimum number of people. You try to keep as many fans as possible happy. So this is the goal. So how do you respond to your fans? You try to keep as many of them as happy as possible. That's your goal. That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're doing with your fans. So I give out an email. So I encourage them, contact me. I'll answer. I'll do my best to answer every email. Answer them all, unless somebody's really overbearing, and then just ignore them. You aren't their friend, but they may be your friend over time. They may become your friend. Just understand they're paying your wages too. So treat them with respect. Use an open forum to gather ideas. That way there's nothing, everybody can see what's said. If you do too much in secret, then you can be set up to fail. Balance your life. Don't succumb to one or two people who are trying to manipulate you or who might be able to manipulate you. So there it is. 5-minute focus, responding to fans. Everybody have a great day.